Greetings, this is Mike, and welcome to the channel. On today's ride, we're going to take the Vespa Primavera S150 around to the three major malls in the Reno Sparks area. This ride was filmed on Thanksgiving Day, November 2025. I wanted to check out the malls with minimal traffic since they're closed for the holiday. As we take this left turn, we're going to visit our first mall. This area is the location for the Legends Mall. The marquee is present in the roundabout. Also, there are replica P-51 Mustangs on display that honor the Reno Air races. Sadly, these races moved out of state recently. Besides the Legends Mall being home to many outlet-type stores, the Legends Bay Casino is also located here. I've never been inside the casino, but we're going to do a quick ride in front of the main entrance. The parking lot looks reasonably full. There's the main doors to the casino with our reflection present in the shining glass. Looks like we have some Sparks Police Department presence in the area. We're going to turn left and continue our tour of the Legends Mall. We aren't going to see every part of the area, but I think we're going to see a good amount of it. There are some hotels in the area, such as the Hampton Inn and Suites and Residence Inn by Marriott. The body of water to the right is the Sparks Marina. The lake covers about 77 acres and is about 100 feet deep in places. We have some folks with their families enjoying the day here. Probably went to the restaurant nearby. Here we have Shields, a massive sporting goods store, one of the largest of its kind anywhere. If you have a recreational activity in mind, the equipment you would need to accomplish that sport is probably here, available inside to buy. Shields also has a Ferris wheel inside, as well as a large diorama with stuffed or mounted animals on display. Also peeking through the large window head, a seaplane is hanging from the ceiling. This particular shield has two entrances. This one is facing the parking lot, while the other faces the mall side. There is a bit of a detour ahead due to the Legends Mall preparing for the annual Black Friday sale, which is the day after this video was filmed. I suppose we will just follow the signs to make our way out of the parking lot. To the right is the Crunch Fitness Gym. Guess a lot of folks want to get some exercise in prior to Thanksgiving dinner later that evening. More Sparks police present in the area with a couple cruisers parked here. I was waiting on a couple of gym goers to cross before continuing on my way. Nice of the lady officer to return my wave. Old Navy. Now that was a store I frequented in my teenage years. Passing by the Lowe's, which is a large home improvement store, there is a bit more to the Legends Mall, but I decided to head out towards the next mall on our tour. Waved once again to the passing Sparks police truck. Fast forwarding to our next mall, we have the Meadowwood Mall. This mall is the only one on our tour that is fully enclosed, which is the more traditional format when you think of a mall. The other two are more of an outdoor type outlet layout. The vacant building ahead was the former location of the Sears department store. When I first moved into the Reno area, that Sears company store was still operational. We're passing by one of the main mall entrances. Next up, Macy's, probably one of the last major department store chains left in the United States. I guess it's appropriate I rode past the Macy's since the company is closely associated with the New York City Thanksgiving Day Parade. The one parade that's best known for the colorful balloons and floats that traverse the city of New York. Macy's here has several exits, so it would be a good idea to remember which side you entered. Don't want to exit the wrong one and discover your car isn't there. Sadly, in the United States, the large shopping mall is dying out. Mall culture isn't what it once was compared to the 1980s and 1990s. The third place, as it's commonly called, has diminished over the years. The advent of online shopping and online communities decreased the need to go out somewhere, unfortunately. I noticed that it's common for malls to have two Macy's locations, one catering to women, and the other for the men and home goods. We just passed by the Cheesecake Factory restaurant. Haven't eaten there in a while. JCPenney's is another department store chain, much like Macy's, though its price range is more value-oriented. I think it was a good idea to cruise around the mall on a day like this. It's quite enjoyable, actually. More than I expected. There's less of a chance of getting run over by someone in their massive SUV. This type of urban environment suits the Vespa Primavera very well. It's nimble and light, which allows it to navigate the parking lot of the typical shopping center with ease. Dick's Sporting Goods is another large anchor store for this mall. Not quite as large as the Shields at the Legends Mall, but still a good-sized store. The Primavera dips into corners so easily. Such a fun bike to ride around, even at slow speeds. This mall also has a gym, like the Legends location. Looks like these folks want to get a workout in before attacking the Thanksgiving turkey later that evening. We just passed by the food court entrance to the Meadowwood Mall. Up next is the Round 1 Bowling and Amusement Building. It's basically a bowling alley and arcade located in the mall. That concludes the Meadowwood portion of our tour. We're going to head towards South Reno for the final mall on this tour, also known as the Summit Mall. We're now in South Reno, waiting for the merging Toyota Prius to change lanes. This part of Virginia Street has a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, and the Vespa is holding its own at about 55 miles per hour indicated on the speedometer. We're going to enter the Summit Mall here. Looks like they have some construction going on. Not sure what type of building is getting put up here yet just yet. Summit has a typical outdoor outlet mall layout. The stores sort of form a perimeter around the parking areas. As we ride along, you can see the various stores present at this mall. The main anchor store here is the Dillard's department store. The department store chain is a smaller regional player compared to Macy's, though the offerings are a touch more upscale than the larger Macy's chain. The silver frame facade is the Apple Store. I swung around the parking lot to get a look at some of these holiday decorations and sculptures and to get a closer look at them. If we were to go straight ahead, we would see the Century Theater Cinema. But for now, I wanted to get a close-up look at the statues, the holiday decorations. From afar, they actually did look like real people at first glance. I stopped to take a few photos of the Vespa at this location. With the photo shoot done, I decided to head on out. I didn't circle the whole mall because the area where the theater is pretty crowded, so I wanted to avoid that. There's a few more shops and restaurants to see if I had turned left, but since we're going to leave the mall, we're going to head towards the right. The exit has a nice little roundabout. And on that note, we shall wrap up our 3 malls ride of the Reno Sparks area. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, write a comment, and subscribe to the Global Rider channel. If you enjoyed this Vespa and would like to see more content related to this scooter, I have links and videos in the description. Until the next ride, have a good one.